Lazarus lived in a small town called Bethany with his two sisters, Mary and Martha. They weren't just any family, they were close personal friends of Jesus. They'd hosted him in their home many times, sharing meals, stories, and laughter. You could say they were part of his inner circle. Then one day the unthinkable happened. Lazarus fell gravely ill. His sisters, panicked and desperate, sent a message to Jesus, who was in another town. The message was simple but filled with urgency. "Lord, the one you love is sick." They were sure Jesus would drop everything and come running. He had healed so many strangers. Surely he would come for his dear friend. But Jesus didn't come. Days passed. One day turned into two. Lazarus's condition worsened. His breath grew shallow. And then he was gone. The house once filled with hope was now consumed by grief. Mary and Martha were heartbroken. Their brother was dead. Jesus, their friend, their last hope, hadn't come. 4 long, agonizing days went by. Lazarus was buried, wrapped in linen, and placed in a stone tomb. A heavy rock rolled in front of the entrance, sealing it shut. The mourning was in full swing. Friends and family gathered to comfort the grieving sisters. The hope they once had was now as cold and lifeless as the tomb itself. Finally, Jesus arrived in Bethany. Martha, hearing he was near, rushed out to meet him. Her heart a tangled mess of grief and maybe even a little bit of anger. "Lord," she cried, "if you had been here, my brother would not have died." You can just feel the pain in her words, can't you? Jesus looked at her with compassion and said something that must have sounded impossible. "Your brother will rise again." Then he went to the tomb. When he saw Mary and the others weeping, the Bible says something incredibly powerful and human. Jesus wept. He felt their pain, their sorrow, their loss. He stood before the sealed tomb and gave a command that must have shocked everyone. "Roll away the stone." People hesitated. "But Lord," Martha protested, "by now there is a bad odor, for he has been in there 4 days." It was a practical, logical objection. But Jesus was about to defy logic. The stone was rolled away. Jesus looked up to heaven, prayed, and then cried out in a loud voice, a voice that echoed with divine authority, "Lazarus, come out." And then the impossible happened. From the darkness of the tomb, a figure began to move. It was Lazarus. Still wrapped in his burial cloths, he stumbled out into the daylight, alive. The man who was dead for 4 days was breathing, walking, living. Imagine the gasps, the screams of joy, the sheer disbelief. He didn't just come back as a ghost, he was fully restored, whole. This wasn't just about bringing a friend back to life, it was a sign. A powerful, undeniable declaration from Jesus that he had power over the one thing we all fear most, death itself. It was a promise that even when all hope seems lost, when the story seems to be over, there can be a new beginning. Like, share, and subscribe for more Bible stories.